It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, everybody. What's happening? Yes, to paraphrase the words of my man, Mr. Bruno Mars. Pop, pop, it's showtime. How we doing, everybody? It is time for the Geno Jones Daily Variety Show. Yes, that's me, Geno. That's how you spell Geno. Sometimes people want to spell it with a J-I, a G-I. That's it. G-E-N-O, the Geno Jones Daily Variety Show. We do the show Monday through Friday right here live on my YouTube channel. Yes, we are coming to you live in Technicolor, in living color, YouTube color, whatever you want to name it. I am really so amped. I've got to calm myself. I have to calm myself because I'm so excited. My guests today, they are a Grammy award-winning group that's celebrating a very special anniversary. We're going to talk about that. But first, President Biden, President Joseph Robinette Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, and House of Representatives Leader Nancy Pelosi. Let me holler at you. I need to holler at you. I got a simple message. Look, I know you don't need my advice. You are the political professionals. I'm just an entertainer and a comedian and an author and motivational speaker. And so, who am I? What do I know? But I know this much. Show the American people that the federal government can make their everyday lives better. You say this again. Show the American people that the federal government can do something right for a change. Show the American people that the federal government can make their everyday lives better. Americans don't care. They don't give a damn about the filibuster or Dave and Buster's. What they care about is they need COVID-19. They need COVID-19 vaccines. Their parents need it. Their grandparents need it. Their children need it. Their co-workers need it. Their church members, their sorority and fraternity brothers and sisters need it. The folks that they go on vacation and travel with, that they play basketball with, that they sit around and play cards with, that they watch the game with. They need it. They need COVID-19 vaccines. These states, they need cities, they need money to make sure that everybody, because everybody didn't live around Walgreens or CVS, so make sure that everybody, no matter where you live, if you live in the hood to where they can't spell a drugstore, make sure you have some mobile sites to get out there to vaccinate these people. In the rural areas where you've closed down all these rural hospitals, make sure you got these mobile trucks. Just like you see the American Red Cross, they have the mobile trucks when they do the blood drive. My grandfather, you hear me talking about him all the time, Conway Jones, the wisest person I have ever known to date, the most intelligent man who quit school in 3rd grade to get a job, to work, to help take care of his single mom and his 2 brothers and sisters. He said, Jeannie, you do what you want to do when you want to do it bad enough. So damn it, let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right? People need money in their hands. They need food, rent, and mortgage assistance. They need a $15 minimum wage at least. And that's only $30,000 a year if you're working 40 hours a week. But this $7.25 an hour, that's criminal. Somebody should go to jail for that. Are you kidding me? Kids, they need to go back to school. They want to go back to school. And the teachers, they want to be in the classrooms full time, but they don't want to die. They don't want to come down with COVID-19. They don't want to die or have their health permanently ruined. So I'm just wrapping this monologue up because I'm amped to get to my guests. But President Biden, I know you're watching Vice President Kamala Harris, who got her second vaccine, her second COVID-19 vaccine today. Listen, y'all, okay, let me just say this about this vaccine too. I get it. I understand when it comes to the American government and the medical profession and black folks, that hasn't always been the best relationship. I understand about how black women were experimented on in horrible ways. I know about the Tuskegee experiment when black men were not given penicillin to treat syphilis. I could go on and on and on. But I also know as a kid, I got polio vaccines. I got the measles. I got the German measles. I got the rubella. Hell, I don't even, what is rubella? I don't even know what the hell the rubella vaccine is. I don't know anybody that got rubella. Maybe you do, but I got the rubella vaccine. Let's see, you get the meningitis vaccine, the flu shot, the flu vaccine. So I'm gonna just put it this way. If I gotta take my chances, I'm gonna take my chances with this vaccine. Because I've seen what COVID-19 can do. And unfortunately, we have 430,000 Americans that are not with us anymore. 430,000 families that have a hole in their soul because they lost somebody who should not have died from COVID-19. So show the American people President Biden, Vice President Harris, Senate Leader Chuck Schumer, and House of Representatives Leader Nancy Pelosi. Don't play no games with Mitch McConnell. You all got the power. Use the power for good. Show the world how you can use your power to help people. We've seen what happens when people use their power for evil and hate. We know how that turned out. January 6th, we saw exactly what that looks like. So now, understand, politicians, your job description is that you are a public servant. Serve the public. Use the power that you have been given by the people and your God, whoever you pray to or don't pray to make somebody else's lives better. You have one job, and that one job is to show the American people that the federal government can make their everyday lives better. Let's make it happen now. That's my monologue for today. All right, it is time for me to bring on, I got my very special guest. They are a Grammy award-winning group. It's got a sound, I call it a mix of, it's jazz influence, gullah sounds, but it's funky. Because you know, we gonna have some funk. It's like gumbo. But whatever we put in there, at the end of that pot, we gonna throw some funk in there. And it's just some great music. Ladies and gentlemen, they are also celebrating a very special anniversary today. So let me welcome to the show right now without any further delay. We've got Kiana Parler, we've got Charlton Singleton, we've got Quentin Baxter, we've got the Grammy Award winning group, Ranky Tanky. Hello, my friends, how are we?
Blessings, brother. Blessings, brother. We're doing great.
All right, so stop. Off the top, as they say, off the rip, let me just start off by saying congratulations, because I know that exactly one day ago today, something very special happened to you all. You won your Grammy for the best regional roots music. So let's just like my ass needed to remind y'all knew better than me, but I just thought that I'd pay some homage and show you all some love. So let's talk about that day. Who wants to start off? Man, what was that day like? First of all, did you guys, and don't be modest, because you know Muhammad Ali said that it ain't bragging if you can back it up. Who knew that you guys were going to win that Grammy?
Honestly, brother, we didn't know.
We didn't know.
Really?
As a matter of fact, the way it went down, they announced our names and we still didn't know.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally how it went. I mean, we jumped up as soon as we knew, as soon as we realized we were the ones announced to be awarded the Grammy. But they didn't say Ranky Tanky first. They said Good Times first, right?
Oh, yeah, the song.
And so we were like, who the hell is Good Times?
It kind of went over. It kind of went over for a split second, and it was like, yeah.
Yeah. And that's when we jumped up. I don't remember stepping over anybody, but I mean, I got into the aisle really quickly. So just in case. But no, we didn't know until about 3 Mississippis after they announced it, man.
Wow. So three, not one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Exactly. 3.
So we know Quentin was a football player like me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Now you can't rush the quarterback. You got it's 3, not 2. You can't run until you say 3 Mississippi. Damn it. So wait a minute. So Kiala and Quentin and Charles. So when you all first heard it, did you all kind of look at each other like,
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Did
I
he?
mean, literally, um, it's an emotional time
I could imagine.
because you don't know if you're gonna win. And I know for me personally, I kind of had put into my brain that this wasn't actually our time because there are other people that have, you know, had the opportunity to try to win a Grammy and stuff. And some of them would say stuff like, you know, you never win on your first chance and stuff like that. So I'm literally, while they are announcing the nominees, you know, the nominees are, and they're reading off the names, I'm literally looking over at Kiana and Quentin and Kevin and Clay, and I'm like, yo, we got Grammy nominated in front of our names for the rest of our lives. If we don't get it, I'm good. I'm good. And so with that whole thing of you just don't know to then all of a sudden the just crazy emotional joy of actually winning, that's a big turnaround. And you know, like I said, I still owe Kiana a laundry bill because I had a real messy cry all over her blouse after we got off stage.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was very emotional, and as Charlton said, you know, you don't know, but it happened to have been my fourth nomination, so I damn sure was ready to actually bring
Yeah.
home.
I know that's right.
I love it. See,
That's right,
Quentin, ain't no false modesty with Quentin. He's like, damn it. As a matter of fact, I should have got it 3 times.
I mean,
It's my time.
It was my time 3 times ago.
no, but I mean, you know, the first time for Ranky Tanky, you know, to be nominated, actually to go the whole 9, it's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
It really is a blessing. And to recap on the day, it was a blessing in that day to have, you know, not only the support of everyone at home, but we were able to actually bring some family and loved ones with us
Beautiful.
to actually be there with us. So the entire experience was very special.
So
Very.
now, Quentin, I'm glad a few seconds ago you mentioned God. Now, Kiana, don't stop me. I got to holler at Charlton because Charlton said, well, you know, I didn't think it was our time. So let me put on my preacher's hat. Boy, don't you know what God have for you? Can't nobody take from you.
Fact.
It wasn't for them to decide if it was your time. It was God's time. And God decided it was time for Ranky Tanky to get that Grammy. You know, that's my poor impersonation of a preacher. but real talk, hey man, you don't know, we don't know what God, and you know, we all are, at times, I think we all have been guilty of doing God's work for him. And, you know, we're human, so self-doubt is there, even for the most confident of us, myself included. I saw One Night in Miami. Actually, I saw it a second time. And nobody, you know, I'd say I'm in the running with Muhammad Ali in terms of confidence. But there was a scene, I don't know if you guys saw One Night in Miami, and he was, well, without giving away the whole movie, there was a moment when, because he was Cassius Clay at the time, and he just talked about one of the reasons that he had bonded with with Malcolm X, he bonded with Malcolm X, was because he felt that Allah gave him like this extra boost of confidence, like this spiritual vibranium that it was just that you know the Muslim faith gave him, because he expressed in that moment that there was, you know, actually just a tinge of doubt, and we're human, but man, I do motivational speaking, and one of the main tenets that I tell young people and not so young people, always bet on yourself. I'm not a gambler, but I know they say in Vegas, always bet on black. And in life, I say always bet on you, because nobody on the planet can beat you being the best version of yourself.
That's right, bro. I'm going to interject here because I don't want it to actually be misunderstood. I don't think Charlton was actually dealing with self-doubt at the point in time. I think what was conditioning and acceptance. So somewhere between serenity prayer and a scripture that says, for I've learned in whatsoever stead I am, therewith to be content. I think that's what he was talking about, because he showed up to go get that trophy. So I don't think there was any doubt that he was absolutely in the running and that it absolutely was his time. It just had a lot to do. It had a lot to do with acceptance, you know.
I figured, I was like, listen, we have a great product.
Absolutely.
We have a great product, and we were very confident in our product. Now, personally, in looking at everybody else that was on that nomination list, there had been a couple of other acts that had been in that situation before and had won. And with us being the new kids, you know, I was like, well, maybe somebody's going to vote for them because they've known that other group. But in this case, you know, our product stood on its own like it always does. You can take that all the way back to the, you know, earliest Gullah tradition, you know. So that was my thing in sort of that whole thing of it might not be our time because whoever's voting for this doesn't know our name yet, hadn't heard us yet, but they know us now.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? From the
Chicken butt.
when we finished listening to the album after that final listen down, you know, when we ran through it, I felt different that night. I was like, this is different.
Yeah.
This album is different from the first album. I can't even describe, like, it just felt different. Now that night up until us winning, when we were sitting next to each other, I know Carlos Santana performed, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell you nothing that happened before they announced our category. I saw him up there, but I don't know what the hell he was doing. I couldn't tell you. I was that nervous. Like, it just felt different. Like, yo, everybody's at home watching online, and it was just different. But I don't know. It was just different. The feeling was different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was empowering because it, like Charlton says all the time, it was a village win, brother. And you know, that level of support and inspiration from home, the inspiration that you're giving us right now, this opportunity to share with people exactly what it felt like. And you know, it's going to feel differently when we go back, but you know, we got this first one out of the way. So
and Charlton, listen, I was having fun with you, so I know who the cerebral one in the group is. Quentin came in like the professor. You're like, all right, Geno, now, calm down, Mr. But in that, but there's still a lesson though, because we've all been there. There've been moments where we just, for whatever reason, didn't go in thinking that it was our time. That's human nature. You know, I wanted to, you know, and a lot of times you can get people's attention and deliver a message through humor. And I like to do that a lot of times. But within that was the real stories that you just never, that's why I say, always bet on yourself. What you got to lose? The worst thing that could have happened was that you all didn't get it. But something you said earlier, forever, even if you didn't win the Grammy, you still had Grammy nominated beside your name. It's a whole bunch of folks that's recorded a whole lot of music that never even had Grammy nominated by their name.
Yep.
But
and you know, the funny part is Quentin had just introduced Esperanza Spalding at Spoleto. So to have Esperanza announce that we'd won, it was like it all came full circle. Like you know, she was just in Charleston and Quentin introduced her, and now here she is announcing that Ranky Tanky is.
I know. So let me ask, I got to ask this because I'm sure this is something that a lot of guys probably ask you. I know a lot of people probably have. How has the group, Ranky Tanky, how has your lives changed? Now, I know COVID-19 has really thrown a monkey wrench in that, but how has your lives changed as a group, and how has your lives changed individually? What you can say in public. Now I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble.
Well, I think
no snitching on the show.
Nice gifts.
Nice. Yeah, I hear, man. I hear the swag that you get and the winners. I heard that swag is just, woo, just
nice gifts.
Sweet.
Quentin, I mean, Charlton loves his.
Listen, as a matter of fact, look, I know like you all's family probably beat me to it, But my birthday's May 20th. We just missed Christmas. So if y'all ever want to re-gift some of that, holla at you. Sign me up. Hey, look, I ain't too proud to beg. What did TLC say?
Yeah.
I ain't too proud to beg. Not at all. So
God is good.
it
All
is.
the time.
Um,
All the time.
obviously, I mean, of course, with the pandemic that pretty much knocked out, touring behind the wind, like most groups that after a win like that would do,
Yeah.
to go and tour off of that winning album. But at the same time, um, and we were talking a little bit about this, before we started the show. I think a lot of people have learned to do things that they've learned to rethink things and learn how to make things happen differently. And so, with that said, we've had an opportunity to present in some interesting, other, ways via Zoom or video, recording a show
Right.
or something like that. You get a lot more people that are, well, at least I'm individually, there are a lot more folks that are, they're congratulating you a lot. Locally and home, they are taking credit, which, like we said, it's a village win. So
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, I would be standing right there and they'd be talking to somebody and they say, yeah, we won a Grammy. And
Wait a minute. I didn't know y'all helped me write that song.
and
I know.
and they would go on and on and on and talk about the album and talk about us individually and talk about us as a group, which shows how much they are invested in us as individuals,
Absolutely.
as well as the group. And that's just love.
Yeah, it
And
is.
you know how we do in our community, where the whole family loves on everybody and the whole family is going to take part in it. The whole family is going to act as one unit, and the whole family is going to tell some other family about what their family is doing.
Right. If you the one to win the Mega Millions lottery, like, oh, we won.
Oh yeah, but even
Until it's tax time.
Right.
at the grocery store, just any place that I have been where people know what I have done or what I do, and then they heard about it. It's like they're introducing me to people that they probably think that don't know about it. This is my friend Charlton. He won a Grammy with this band Ranky Tanky. You should go check them out.
Yeah.
RankyTanky.com.
I love it.
Right there. Yeah,
That's right. Get it in
so-
there. Get it in there. Listen, before I had to fight with Zoom, first of all, I want you all to tell people who don't know how you guys came up with the name for the group, Ranky Tanky, and then I want you all to talk
Yeah.
about music that you guys got coming, any new music coming out, any virtual performances or anything.
Well, actually, the white guy in the band came up with the name Ranky Tanky.
Yeah, right.
And what is it for those who may not know? What does that mean?
Ranky Tanky means work it, get funky. And what was like 4 years ago, we were playing first night. It was me, Charlton, and Clay, the white guy in the band. And we were at Marion Square, and they introduced Ranky Tanky. And Charlton and I was looking like, who is Ranky Tanky? And he said, come on, that's us. So, I didn't even know the name of the band.
Neither did I really. Art Gilliard that does that does art forms in theater. Art looked over and he's like, "What's the name of the band?" And Clay said, "Ranky Tanky." And Keon looked at me and said, "What? What's Ranky?"
Okay.
But it means to work it, get funky with it. It's actually from a kids game, and it proved to be a really popular song when we performed it. When we changed that, when we changed the whole dynamic of the kids game to be a song for us, and it became a popular and very requested thing for us to do on the road. But also, it's actually a very catchy title.
I love it. When I first heard it, I'm like, oh, this
have
is
something that pops out and people can remember that. I'd really go out on a limb and bet and say that the name of our band alone sparked interest in a lot of people to wonder what we were about. And then once they turned it on, that's when the music took over and the message took over and the whole Gullas thing took over. And they were like, oh, yeah.
And it's
That's right.
And now it's Grammy award-winning group Ranky Tanky. All right, listen, like I said before, I have to go ahead and cuss out Zoom. You guys got some new music coming out, or if you got any virtual concerts, let everybody know where they can go and support your music, where we can go and see your virtual concerts until we all get on the other side of COVID.
Well, you can always go to our website if you are interested in some of the merchandise that we have. Like we just actually got vinyl. You know, a lot of people are buying vinyl now.
Yeah.
So, and the vinyl sounds good.
Yeah.
Woo!
Whew. Wow.
Vinyl sounds good.
Wow.
So you can go to rankytanky.com and look through all of the merchandise and stuff. We have a YouTube page. You can type in Ranky Tanky and see our video. The lead video, Good Time, has been up for a while. We shot it locally here in Charleston, using a whole bunch of local family and friends and things. There are a lot of other clips of performances that we've done, whether it has been at festivals or on Stephen Colbert show, you know, late night TV, just a whole number of things. You could probably find the song that we did that was featured in the inauguration celebration the other day.
Right, congratulations. I'm glad you said that. Congratulations on that, man. I saw that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. So I would recommend definitely our website and then also our YouTube channel.
All right, good.
What's our socials?
And our Instagram. Yeah. Ranky Tanky Music. Instagram.
Cool. So Ranky Tanky Music on Instagram.
Very nice, Quentin. That's good, Quentin.
We got it. Twitter. You guys on Twitter also?
Yes.
Ranky Tanky Music, yeah.
And I know you guys are on Facebook also, so Ranky Tanky Music on Instagram. I'm going to close the show with the video Good Times. Real quick, 20-second elevator pitch. If you had to describe to somebody who's never seen you guys, and if you all missed them, you in for a treat. As a matter of fact, when you see this video, for those who may not have seen it, you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, man, I need to, what's that? Let me go order that. How would you all describe your music? Because, you know, a lot of people describe it different ways. I tried to give what I thought was somewhat accurate description. How would you guys describe your music?
There's an amazing quote. Charles, what's the quote? Someone said our music is like, especially the message, the melody, and the music in itself as a package is like honey to the soul or something. What was it?
You caught me off guard. It's something like that. Honey
to the soul or something on those lines. But it's music that's really it's a much needed message today. You know, it's music that actually speaks to everyone. It solicits the best of everyone and inspires you to really do what you can next level as far as man's humanity to man. So that's the message of the band. That's the message of the culture. And that's how we try to get down, you know. But we do it in a very, very funky way.
Right, and that's what I love about it, because for me it's like a mix. Like I said, it's got a little it's got a jazzy vibe, and you got the Gullah culture and the roots, the spiritualness of it. But like I said, it's still got that funk now. We're gonna have that funk. It's like gumbo. You put all that in the pot.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right, so listen, ladies and gentlemen, I got it once again. Kiana Parler, Charlton Singleton, Quentin Baxter. Congratulations on your 1-year anniversary for winning your Grammy. Thank you. I have had so much fun. We gotta do this again. So when you guys, if you're doing any virtual, anything that you're promoting or you want to sell, you got a home right here. So we just keep it.
Florida this weekend. Sanibel, Florida this weekend.
Is it gonna be? Can we see it online? Is somebody gonna stream that show?
I think they are, but we'll send it to you.
Well, because of COVID. If not, I mean, you are recorded. It'll be up on your website or your YouTube channel. But if you're going to Florida, what part of Florida again?
Sanibel.
It's off the coast of like around Fort Myers.
Okay, all right. Saturday night. Hey, listen, airfares are cheap. Hotel rooms are probably pretty cheap. Put on double mask. Go check out Ranky Tanky. Listen, I can't thank you guys enough. God bless you. May you continue to do win more and more Grammys. So the next time Charlton won't be. As a matter of fact, you'll be like Quentin. You'll be like, damn it, where my Grammy? give me my damn. All right. Once again, I want to thank Quentin Baxter, Charlton Simpson, and Kiana Parler. Thank you for joining me today. That's the Grammy Award-winning group, Ranky Tanky. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Show. Like, share, and subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. And you can check out the Geno Jones Daily Variety Show. Or you can binge watch all the episodes that you missed. Hopefully you didn't. Well, if you're watching this now, then you didn't miss it. But if you know somebody that missed it, tell them they can check out the Grammy Award-winning group, Ranky Tanky. It was a great conversation. Thank you, guys. Be safe traveling down to Florida. Mother, I love you. Shout out to my hairstylist, Markel Bailey, Kelby Cuttin, KELBECUTTIN on Instagram. Bruce Gage, Flyball, and Mario Uomo, Miglio di Umo, UOMO. Just do a search on Instagram, Bruce Gage, and you can check out, he's the official wardrobe stylist for the Geno Jones Daily Variety Show. Mother, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 out in Los Angeles. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe. I got to go. I want to get 10,000. You know, now I'm going for 100,000. Started off with 10,000. My goal is to get 100,000 new subscribers by June. That's my goal. 100,000 new subscribers. Think big. Why not? Why not me? Other people have done it. Why not me? Absolutely. Always bet on yourself. Like I said, always believe in yourself. Always bet on yourself. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, or evening. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, hump day, halfway to the weekend edition of the Geno Jones Show. I'm going to close today's show with the song that won this group, Ranky Tanky, a Grammy for the best regional roots music, the best regional roots music. The song is called Good Time. Let's have a good time right here on the Geno Jones Show. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. I love you. I really do. We'll see you next time.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show.
Heat waves and floods have been setting records all over the world. Temperatures of over 100 degrees are...
I missed the limbo bar. Yeah, well, our music business is a very risky one. And there have been performers through the years who've been with us for 2 or 3 hits and then disappeared. It seemed that the twist was going to be here to stay. It would last and it produced one of the most exciting. In showbiz.
Good time, a good time. We gon' have a time. Good time, a good time. We gon' have a time. Good time, a good time. We gon' have a time. Good time, a good time. We gon' have a time. Good time, a good time. We gon' have a time. Good time, a good time. We gon' have a time. Good time, a good time. We gon' have a time. When we all get together, we gon' have a time. I got a letter from Tennessee. Shake it. My sweetheart. Shake it. Writing to me. Shake it. Oh, well, rabbit. Shake it. Shake it in the tree. Shake it. Shake it in the mattress. Shake it. Shake it in the money bag. Shake it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.